Hey everyone, welcome back to Garnock Reviews, where today we're checking out a 2022 Tiara Sport 38LX. This one was powered by triple Yamaha 350 horse V8 outboards, and in the right conditions you should have a good cruising speed of around 35 miles per hour, but you'll have a top end of well over 50 miles per hour. I love how easy it was to gain access to the boat. Even with those engines taking up most of the beam, you've still got a bathing platform on either side. And then we've got a clever design for the seats here. These can be forward and rear facing as are shown here, but you can also slide that and turn them into a large sun pad instead. You've got a solid hardtop overhead, giving you plenty of shade and protection whenever you need it. And I was particularly impressed with the woodwork that was on this one. You don't see much woodwork on boats of this design, but I think it brings an extra touch of class and elegance to the boat. And you'll notice those drinks holders throughout. In this day and age, that just means it's also extra space for gadgets and gizmos, from cell phones to cameras to tablets. And then as we make our way forward, you'll see on the port hand side we've got a galley. This one's equipped with a stainless steel fridge. You've also got an electric cockpit grille, and also like the handholds that was in place. As much as it was tied up in a very safe and secure marina, if you were walking around this, especially when the boat's underway, there's always something to grab onto. On the starboard side, we've got a little saloon area here. It's got a folding cockpit table, and this actually drops down and becomes a large sun pad, almost like a double berth. And then as I zoom in and get closer, again you can see that quality finish that's on the woodwork throughout. And I like the way that everything closes and locks into place. So if this one is out at sea or in heavy weather, anything like that, you know that everything's going to be safe and secure. And then as we start to move forward, on the port hand side, you've got seating here, you can get two adults in comfort. I like the wrap round windows that's here. You've also got that hardtop overhead, so on a day like today you could have had the air conditioning running and stayed nice and cool. But on the same note, it's very much an open design, where you can have that middle window open, and you've obviously got the cockpit canopy removed, and it just feels like you get the best of both worlds when you're on board. And then to starboard is where you'll find the helm position. This has got bolster effect, so you can sit down or stand up. You'd probably get two adults at the helm. This one was very well equipped. It's joystick operated, it's got bow thruster. And this one's since been sold, but at the boat show, this one was on offer for $719,878. And if you were to purchase it brand new and spec it out, it would have been $824,878. So you were saving almost $100,000 at the boat show. Now you can see we've got the electronic throttles. You get the two large Garmin multifunction display. I like the fact you get the air conditioning vents right in the middle, that way it keeps you nice and cool when you're at the helm. You got the Fusion stereo system. You can operate the windlass from here, and you also have a VHF that's got AIS built into it as well. I like the wood effect around the dash, kind of reminded me of the classic cars or the walnut dash effect. And I like the fact that you can tilt the wheel, so if you are sitting down or standing up, you can always find a comfortable position. And if we jump back over to the port hand side, you can see the bolster effect that's on these seats as well. But in front of the port hand seats is actually a heads compartment. This boat's designed and built to give you as much creature comfort on board, to turn this day boat into something you can spend all day on, rather than having to rush back into dock. And as well as having the toilet on board, the faucet that you see at the sink, that's actually a shower head, so you can pull that up and you can have a shower in here and rinse off. I should point out that this one's got a water capacity of 50 gallons, it's got a holding tank capacity of 27 gallons, and she's got a fuel capacity of 331 gallons. I also like the fact that you can use this as a storage compartment for when the boat's not in use. For example, a lot of the cushions that's on the seats, those are removable, and you could store these in here and keep them out away from the weather or the risk of them being stolen. Now as we make our way towards the bow, there's a large storage compartment in the middle. This is ideal for larger items such as fishing rods or skis. And then you do have that option of closing the window, and you can close off the window itself, and that way you can have it all enclosed, and you can also have it open like it is today. And once you make your way through to the bow cockpit area, you'll see there's plenty of seating here. All the seats that you see have got storage underneath. There's handholds in place, there's speakers throughout. It's just a very comfortable way for you to enjoy a day on the water with your friends and family. And I like the way the helm's somewhat elevated compared to the front cockpit. So if there were people sitting out here, you'd still have great visibility from the wheel. This makes it an area that you can use while the boat's underway and not just while you're at anchor. And speaking of anchor, we do have the bow locker up here that's got an electric windlass. As I mentioned, you can operate that from the helm, but you can also operate it from up here. And as I pan round, you'll see that this one's got a relatively low air draft. She's got a length overall of 38 feet 1 inches. She's got a beam of 12 feet 6. She feels like a very safe and steady boat. As I was walking around the boat, and as you can see there's more people coming on the boat doesn't move. And as I make my way aft, you can see there's a number of storage compartments in the deck itself. These are great for storing ropes and fenders, but you can also have this equipped with generator, and you can have it equipped with a seakeeper. As much as this is a day boat only, it's certainly designed to capable of having a very high specification. And would be great for cruising around South Florida, into the Keys, something like that. Where if this was mine, I'd be gone from dusk till dawn. As always, I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments on this one. If you could go ahead and leave a comment down below. If you haven't done so already, if you could hit that like and subscribe button, it really does make a difference. I'd like to thank Tiara Yacht for allowing me the opportunity to come on board and check this one out at the St. Petersburg Boat Show last year. And as always, I look forward to catching you on the next one. Thanks everyone.